Welcome back to another great video that we got for you. This one is definitely going to knock you out your socks and make you laugh a little bit, just like we're laughing. Take a look at it. We're going to come right back like we always do and let you know how we feel about it.
3 kids and I don't date because I have kids.
If you date
I'm a female that has 3 kids and I don't date because I have kids.
if you date a guy with no kids, will you make him a baby daddy?
No, I can't do that. No, whoever's with me has to accept my kids and then they have to accept the fact that I won't have their kid. That's it.
You definitely heard it here.
You want to take the lead with this one?
Listen, she's crazy. I'm not even gonna go off. I'm gonna go off the limb with this one here. She's crazy. For her to say such a drunken thing, because she's drunk, obviously.
She has little Mardi Gras boots.
Yeah, she's
Hopefully that's what it is, right?
She's acting like she's hot shelf. I mean, not hot shelf. She's acting like she's hot stuff, top of the shelf, kind of picking of a female. She needs to stop, because this type of behavior right here, the guy asked her, right? He says, are you going to make somebody their baby daddy, right? She says no, because she already have kids, and why would she want to have that person kid too? Listen, girl, in this world, you gotta lower your standards. You have to stop. Pretty much. You have to stop. I'm done. She gotta stop. I don't know.
First of all, right? For her to even say something like this, and I'm pretty certain she means it. If not, I don't think she would have said it, right?
She's drunk. She speaks the truth when they're drunk. Yeah.
But my whole thing is this. You say that you already have your package deal. So where's the baby daddy that that gave you the package deal, right?
Pretty much.
He delivered your Amazon delivery. So where is he?
Right.
You should be with him. And let's hypothetically say that, okay, you're not going to get back with him or whatever the situation have you.
Right.
She says that she's not going to have anybody else's kids. Now, that's her prerogative. You don't have to have anybody's kids. But for you to sit here and say that you want to meet a guy with no kids and your kids is going to become his responsibility, says who? You have to be off your rockers to even think for, that anybody in their right mind is not going to want to have kids, but then turn around and take care of your kids or another man's kids. Mm-hmm. Girl, you are nuts.
But let me piggyback on that real quick, because to an extent, you're going to have some crazy person that will consider her offer.
But it's going to be it's going to take some time.
It's going to be a short-term deal for that person, because that person already know what they're getting into. And eventually, it's going to fade, because after they see that her kids are who they are and the fact of with her attitude, the way her attitude is, he's out.
I mean, here's the thing too, right? Men want to create legacy. Am I wrong?
There you go.
Right? They want to create, they want to have kids to carry on their name, and so on and so forth, right? And once again, you want to be in control of that as well. Like I said before, it's her body. She doesn't want to have any more kids. Then great, that's your.
So don't put the responsibility on nobody else.
Right, that's your choice. But for you to sit here and say that I want a man that doesn't have kids and I'm not having his kids, he has to take care of my kids. That's where you become demanding and delusional.
Yes.
Because no one has to take care of you, let alone your kids.
Yep.
Second of all, if you are out on a prowl looking for somebody or looking for that man who's going to do that, it's going to be much harder to find. It's like almost, as they say, finding a diamond in the rough. Where are you going to find this man? You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, most men want kids. And if there is any men that don't want kids, the least thing they want to do is find a woman with kids.
Right. According to the title, she doesn't want a man with any kids at all. She just wants that man to take on her full responsibility, drag her and her load on his back while she enjoy all the benefits of, whatever.
Delusional once again.
At this point, I'm going to stick to my gun, and I'm going to say that she's a drunken doo-doo. And I'll leave it at that.
I wish her the best. That's all I'm going to say. I'm going to close out with I wish her the best.
Yeah.
And good luck finding a man who doesn't want kids of his own, but yet wants to take on the responsibility of raising your kids. Kids who's probably never going to respect him. Yeah. Kids, if he tries to check them, if they're out of order, don't say nothing to my kids. Those are my kids. Exactly. That type of situation.
She sound like that, right?
Okay. So it's like you want this man to take on full responsibility.
Yes.
Full responsibility. He probably has to provide, cover all of the expenses, right? Supply the roof, the food, the everything. What is he doing that for again? Doesn't make sense. Where's his enjoyment?
I don't know.
What is he doing that for? He gets nothing out of it. And then at the end of the whole thing, you find a lot of these women, they're very ungrateful. You never did nothing for me and my kids.
Yes.
Meanwhile, this dude literally rescued them.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
And
Not
she
her
strikes me
particularly,
as that type of person.
but, you know, people in general.
Yeah.
A lot of times, it's funny because we was watching something the other night. It was like the Crime Channel.
Oh.
And it was
Yeah.
a situation where this lady and this guy, they got together, and the lady had a 16-year-old son.
Mm-hmm.
And he was acting out, right? And the guy verbalized to him,
Yeah.
you know, whatever. He verbalized to him, he spoke to him or whatever. And I think they might have gotten into like a little scuff.
A little shoving
Right?
match,
A little
yeah.
shoving match. He then goes to the school, says that his father is putting hands and feet on him.
Mm-hmm.
His mother happened to work for the school district. So the cops, because this was like in the South. So I think in some southern states, they have cops that work, you know, in the local school division.
Mm-hmm.
So the cops sat down at the table with the mom, and pretty much they were asking her questions. They're like, we know you because, you know, we work together, whatever. And they were asking her questions. Long story short, after the interrogation,
Mm-hmm.
they ended up going to the home. This is the cops I'm talking about. They went to the home looking for the guy. The kid happens to answer the phone. I'm not the phone, but the door. He says, oh, he's not here, but you could find him wherever. Cops then locate him, and they put him in handcuffs.
Yeah.
And he's like, yo, I didn't do nothing besides like try to
Yeah.
teach this disrespectful young man that
Yes.
he can't continue to disrespect
Right.
his mom.
The adults in the house.
And even his mom was like, yo, that's messed up. You know, that's,
Right.
you know, why you arresting him. But even then, she couldn't say much
Right.
because they're going to take him away regardless.
Regardless of what.
Second of all, she wasn't like, I thought she would have been a little bit more distraught. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Considering
yeah,
that her son is now going to cause this damn
A
situation.
big separation
with
in the
this
circle.
man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so a lot of times you find situations like this, you got to let people be.
Oh yeah.
You know, leave them alone with them and their kids because
Yes.
if anything happened to them, your ass is going to get the blame.
Yes.
And it's so not worth it.
Step parent situations are always
They're
the
difficult.
same, whether it's male or female.
They're difficult.
The other kid will never really accept that new person that you brought into that circle, regardless of how you may feel about that person. You can never force that child to like what you like, pretty much, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, a lot of times, especially as men, in a step parent situation, there's always gonna be that child that's gonna be defiant to your
lot of times,
guidance, you know,
Yes.
a lot of things that
Your
you may
instruction,
say.
your
You're-
disciplinary
right,
instruction.
you're not my daddy, you're not my
Yes.
this. So what are you supposed to do? Bite your tongue, and just because you have a slight little feelings about the mother, you deal with that situation, it's gonna get out of hand eventually. You're never gonna get your way, or you're not even supposed to be asking for your way at all. This is something that's supposed to be
supposed
done.
to come in as a man
right?
of the household.
Now, if the mom
Right.
herself doesn't take the initiative to say, you know what, put the child in its place, but guess what? That child is already mentally programmed not to like you. So regardless of what you may do or say, that child ain't gonna never like you.
True. So not worth it in my opinion. And like I said, she's delusional.
Yeah.
But anyway, if
Good
anybody,
luck with those who are out there. We're not here to bash or anybody in that situation. It's just our opinion against yours, or whatever the case might be.
I was
But
gonna
just
say
good luck.
something. Unless maybe she knows that she can't have any more kids. Maybe she had her tubes tied. I don't know. That's just speculation.
Could be.
Who knows? And she
Could
figured
be.
she put it out there, right?
Could
I don't
be.
know. But anyway, leave your comments. We're interested to see what it is that you have to say in regards to this particular situation. And until next time.
Peace out.